Hey everybody, you're tuned in to 91.8 The Fan. This is Kana and you're in my corner. I'm here with a very special guest. Would you like to say hi to everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Would you like to tell them who you are?
Sure. My name is Lydia Mackay, and I'm a voice actress working here in Dallas, Texas for Funimation Network. I do several different character voices for several different shows, and that's me.
Now, I'm kind of curious, how did you get started in voice acting?
Oh, man, it started, I guess, probably about maybe 14 years ago or so. I was in undergraduate school, and Funimation was kind of just starting with Dragon Ball Z, and several of my friends and I decided, because we're all primarily stage actors, we decided let's go audition and see what comes of it. So I auditioned, and I got cast in a couple of small roles on Dragon Ball Z, and after that, they kept calling me back for auditioning, and I kept getting cast in different things. And then over the years, they'll just call me in, and I'll come in and do any number of different voices on any number of different shows. And I guess they say the rest is history. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started. It was kind of a whim, actually, that has turned into kind of a full-fledged career for the last 14 years. So, yeah.
So you've been in the industry for quite a while, so you've gotten to see sort of the ups and downs of anime, would you say?
I would definitely say so, yeah, absolutely. And it's been really kind of astonishing to me just in the last few years with how much there really is out there and how many shows are going on at any given time. So I'm really kind of excited about the growth of the whole industry. I think it's really, really cool.
And would you say that Funimation is sort of like your home base now?
Yeah, it really pretty much is. I do a lot of other voiceover work as well, like for political ads or, radio spots and commercials and things like that. But I primarily do my voice work doing character work with Funimation. So yeah, they're kind of a home base.
Well, it's kind of nice, though, that you get to do the characters because one day you could be a fairy, the other day you could be a massive psychotic killer. So there's always a variety there.
Absolutely. It is so much fun. Like I said, I have a BFA and an MFA in theater, in acting. So my trade of sorts is pretty much to be a stage actress. So to get to take all of that knowledge into the studio and record these character voices is really kind of a blast because you can just go all out and have fun and really sink your teeth in. So yeah, that's been really, really fun. I really love it.
And you've gotten to do voice acting for so long. Do you have any tips of the trade? Anything that, is like your special little trick?
My special little trick really is to drink a lot of water and hot tea. And anytime I go in to record like a longer session, like, 3, 4, 5, 6-hour sessions, I always bring honey with me. And I will, on occasion, just kind of like take a swig straight of honey because it kind of helps coat my throat and keeps it safe. And then I drink a lot of hot tea and a lot of water. Let's see what else. Oh yes, I also have my recording socks. I know that sounds totally strange, but every time I get into the booth, I kick off my shoes so I can be, kind of firmly grounded on the floor. But my feet get cold because the studios are usually cold, so I always carry a really big, thick pair of woolly socks with me. And so those are my tricks.
And I hear that for some voice actors, they can be really physical in the booth, always waving their hands around and things like that. Do you have any of those traits?
Yeah, I definitely do. It's really interesting. I record differently based on the character I'm recording for. If a character, excuse me, if the character's a little bit more calm and sedate, I'll usually kind of perch on a stool just to kind of keep my voice kind of that way, calm and sedate, or whatever that requires. If my character is bigger, brasher, gets into a lot of fights, does a lot of crazy stuff, then, I'll stand up and I will assume the many different positions of my character just, because I believe that, if you're fighting a fight and you want it to sound as real as possible, then you have to be able to do the physical actions that go along with it to get the best possible voice recording of that. So it's just being as true to the character as you can. And really, luckily, the Funimation studios are fantastic, and they've got plenty of room for actors to move around in. So that's kind of a bonus. So yeah, it can get a little crazy, but for the most part, it's pretty tame. It just depends, you know.
Well, now that I think about it, since you've been in the industry as long as you have, you've kind of seen the technology in the booth evolve too, you know, the beep beep system and all that. What do you think is the most important thing you've seen?
Oh man, you know, I have to say I am consistently impressed and amazed with the technicians in the booth. The fact that they can do what they do in such a short amount of time is really amazing to me. That, you know, that you'll get your 3 beeps, and on the 4th beep you go, and, you know, sometimes it'll be a really long passage, and that they're able to then go through and, you know, lengthen a little bit here, cut out some air there, or, you know, splice a couple of different versions together and do it super quick and make it sound and look beautiful. That to me is truly amazing. So I have to give major credit to the voice directors and the technicians in the booth for what they do, because they make us look great. So I'm mostly impressed with that, but just overall, you know, the software that they use is really smart and intelligent, and it's very efficient. And so to see that grow over the years has been really, really cool, I have to say. And for somebody who's not totally a techie, I'm really impressed.
It's kind of amazing to me how technology has evolved. I mean, I talk to so many voice actors now who have home studios. They don't even leave their house now to do auditions. Have you been interested in that?
You know, yeah, it's funny. I've got a really, really good girlfriend who does a lot of books on tape, and she actually recently set up a home studio for her to do everything out of her house, and she's really loved that. And she just had a baby, so it's really convenient. For me here, I don't have a home studio, but I do have the technology and the microphones to record something and send it if need be. But you know, Funimation, they're really concerned with the quality of the product that they're putting out, so they really prefer to have it be done in-house. You come in, so that they have more control over the final product, which I'm happy to let them do. I'll come in and be crazy, and then they can handle the technical side. So yeah.
That's actually really neat, because I was actually in a conversation with a voice actor the other day, Kyle Hebert, about how through the years it seems like as technology advances and, you know, piracy is becoming a bigger deal, you know, companies are trying to get their stuff out quicker and quicker. And I asked him, do you think that a lot of the heart has been taken out of it because you can't spend as much time on it? And so hearing you say that makes me feel better.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, it's the technology has enabled things to move quickly and quicker than it has in the past. But what that does is then it enables, you know, the voice directors and the technical folk to really get in there and kind of hone their skills and quicken their own time. So you're still putting out a really great product. It's just being done a little bit faster. So, you know, and again, got to give them major credit. So yeah.
And I have a few fans that wanted me to ask about a specific character. I'm not sure how much you can comment on it, but a lot of the listeners were intrigued by Madame Red.
Yeah.
Could you explain your character a little bit to everybody who doesn't know?
Madame Red, wow, yeah. You know, first of all, I have to say I have been totally amazed by the fan base that Black Butler has brought on. You know, when you very first start on a show, you're not really sure, you know, how it's going to do or who's going to be interested or what the fan base is going to be. But then to come back after having done it, it's overwhelming to see how many people are really interested by it. Gosh, I don't know. Let's see, Madame Red. She, well, to go back a little bit, you know, I'm Dallas, Texas native. So to get to do some of my dialect work in a show like this with the British dialect was really a blast. Madame Red, I don't know what to say about her. She's
You don't want to spoil?
Awesome. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know how much I can say about her. I guess people are pretty much aware of who she is and what she does. I don't want to give away any episodes or anything. But let's see. She jilted in love and in so many ways, and she's taken this young boy on to kind of love as her very own, and in the end things go crazy, things go bad, and she kind of has to defend him and defend herself, and in the end, womp womp womp, bad things happen to her, so yeah. I don't know how much else I can say.
I understand. I had heard from Colleen during a panel over at Anime Vegas how they were trying to be really careful with the accents for that show. And so not only must that have been fun, but it was probably very difficult as well.
Yeah, it really was. I've had to do quite a few accents on stage for various plays that I'm in. And British has kind of been my go-to accent, the one that I feel really the most comfortable doing. So it was a lot of fun to get to carry that work into the recording studio. So yeah, I really enjoy it. But yeah, you have to be really precise because, the fans are smart and they can definitely tell when it's not a great accent or it's not totally authentic. So we try to be as authentic as we can and still be understandable, and have it, kind of flow and go with the context of the character and the show and where the show takes place. So it's really important, I think, to do well and a lot of fun to do. So yeah.
That's a fun little world, too. Would you want to be in a Victorian world like that with the fluffy dresses and everything?
Oh, heck yeah, man. I've, again, with my stage work, I've had the great good fortune to do quite a few period pieces that take place, in, times gone by, Victorian London being one of them. And, the costuming is just gorgeous and beautiful, and the way that the fashion would fit on the women's bodies, and I find it strikingly beautiful and kind of, poetic and intriguing all at the same time. So to live in a time period like that would be a blast. I don't know if I could handle wearing a corset every single day, but it might be fun for a vacation, go there for vacation for a week and then come back. So yeah.
Maybe during the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, totally.
Now, do you have any projects that you can talk about that are coming up or were recently released that you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really, really excited to have been a part of this new movie coming out called Summer Wars. And it's actually, from my understanding, is slated to be considered for one of the Oscars this year.
Yeah, I believe you guys are going to get an answer on that the 25th, if I remember.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. So that was a really, again, it was just, again, you're not really quite sure. You know it's awesome, but you hope everybody else thinks it's as awesome as you do. So that's kind of the big thing that's coming out for me. So I really want to encourage everybody to go check it out, find out as much as you can about it, support it. It's a really beautiful movie with a really talented cast, directed by a fantastic guy, Mike McFarland. And so I'm really proud to be a part of it. So go check it out, everybody.
Well, we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best, and I really, really hope that you guys get on the nominee list, because that'll be an amazing achievement, not just for all the voice actors and people involved, but for anime, too.
Absolutely. I totally agree, and these smaller, kind of more independent films, even in the anime genre, I think are really important to get behind and support. We're not Hollywood, so Not that I'm dissing Hollywood. Hollywood is great. They come out with some really groovy stuff. But at the same time, some really fantastic work comes out of the smaller studios. So give us your support. We'd appreciate it.
Now, I'm wondering, for fans of you and your work, is there any place on the internet where they could potentially stalk you in a nice way?
Stalk me in a nice way. I'm really not sure. It's interesting. Somebody told me a while back that I'm actually listed on Wikipedia, and I was like, what? That's Wikipedia. That's major. I didn't do anything about that. So I guess at some point somebody entered me on there. So I've got, a list of the things that I've done and some credits and stuff like that. And then I'm on the Anime News Network. I'm trying to think what else. I don't have like a fan page or anything that I can think of. So yeah, I don't know. Google me, You can actually, I think if you do, there's some pictures of me playing various characters for stage stuff here in Fort Worth and Dallas. So yeah, if you're interested in that way, check it out, man. That's kind of crazy, but kind of cool.
And for real life stalking, do you travel the convention circuit at all?
No, I haven't actually. I do so many different things aside from voice acting in the theater. I teach as well. I teach acting and auditioning and stage combat, believe it or not, at a university in Fort Worth. And I also teach at various theaters around Dallas. And I just finished an independent film here in Dallas as well called The Playroom, which is a really great movie, small indie film, takes place in 1975, yet again with the period. So I do lots of different things. So I don't really have a whole lot of time to go travel to the conventions. Although if I got asked to, I probably would find the time. But it just hasn't come up yet. So maybe one day. That'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Well, keep us updated, and we'll keep our listeners updated on that one.
Absolutely, will do.
And since we're nearing the end of this interview, I was wondering if you'd like to participate in a 91.8 The Fan tradition.
Well, heck yeah, why not?
We ask everybody who comes on, whether they're a voice actor or not, if they'd be willing to do a radio bump for us. And we usually do it live on air. That way we can get any mess-ups.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. We were curious if you could say, my name is, you insert your name, I do this, you insert what you do, and you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan.
All right. What should I say in terms of what do I do exactly? Because I do lots of different things. So I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
You could say I'm a voice actress who's done, and name a few of your characters. You could just say one of your characters. You could say I'm a voice actress who does stage work and commercial and other work. Whatever's best to display your abilities.
All right, cool. I'll stick with the anime realm. Yeah, let's give it a go. You'll say 91.8 The Fan. That's right. That's what I'm saying at the end.
You're tuned into.
You're tuned into. Got it. All right. Thank you. Now that I have my script together, now I can know what to say.
Whenever you're ready.
Cool. Hey, this is Lydia Mackay, a voice actress, and I've been known to do Madame Red, Garnet, Queen Alshira, Beatrice, and Saphiria Arcs. And you are tuned in to 91.8 The Fan.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. I guess people know who those characters are. I was trying to think of some other ones. I guess I could have said, let's see, Juliet Douglas and Sloth from Full Metal. That's kind of a bigger one, but I'm sure it's fine.
It was no bloopers either. So I applaud you on that one.
Thanks.
For anybody out there who missed this interview, you can catch it as long as you keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan. We'll post it up on the website over at 918thefan.com within the next 2 days.